Yeah. You already know, man. We at it again. On. Put it like this.
Wouldn't have it any other way. Whole squad lit here, we really on the way. We the reason why your main bitch going in like
man.
Specializing flexing on the haters every day. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
We at it again, man.
Wouldn't have
I'm trying
it
to tell
any
you.
other way. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Special guest.
Any other way.
Yes, sir.
Any other way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know you're listening to the Put It Like This podcast. And put it like this. Birds are always going to sing, not because they have answers, but because they have songs. Please believe me. I'm your host, Wildcard Spades. And our guest today is a singer, songwriter who has music that has charted internationally, man. It charted internationally on Beatport EDM charts. And it's been played in over 40 countries, man. And he's also been on the show Big Brother Africa. Chilling with us today, all the way from the UK, bro. We have Jerome JJ Arab.
Hey,
What's good, brother?
What's happening, bro? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing really good to actually have you on the episode, man. You know, you're the first international artist that's actually been on here, so you're a first.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Man, and the first of many to come.
Yes, sir. You better believe it. Yeah, man. So I kind of want to get straight into it, man. So your style of music, it has like an Afrocentric, like Afrobeat feel to it. But
Yeah.
you know the way you sing, and I hate to compare, I hate to do comparisons, but the way you sing, I would swear I was listening to like a Chris Brown mixed with a Neo type thing, man. Which is good company to be in, though. You know what I mean? Like,
Bless.
yes,
Thank
that's
you.
good company to be in. So like, does American culture have any influence on your style?
Funny enough, I'm influenced by the same people they influenced by. Like, I'm a Stevie Wonder fan. Like, I grew
Okay.
up on Stevie, Marvin Gaye,
Oh, geez.
Luther, like you name it. Like, I grew up on Motown.
That's what's up. Like OGs, like the real music, real music. So it wasn't
Yeah,
like, so yes, it's it everybody sees how all cultures, it kind of have like a mixture in between everything, so even though you do live in the UK, you're originally
yeah,
from Africa, right?
yeah, yeah.
Well,
Born
well,
and bred
well,
in
well, everyone is originally from Africa. But that's another story. That's another conversation. But you're originally from Africa. What part are you from?
I'm from Zimbabwe. I'm born and bred in Zimbabwe. I spent the first 17 years of my life in Zimbabwe and then moved to the UK at 17. Spent 5 years there, like in Manchester, then moved back to Africa and then spent another 5 years or so out there doing like stuff out there and then moved back. So I'm just back and forth and really.
Yeah.
Next stop, the US.
There we go. There we go. Hey, we need you over here, man. We need you to bring some of that raw flavor over here, bro.
Bless.
Definitely, man. Like especially like right now, because Afro beats is huge in the States right now.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm thinking it's more so because like people started realizing their connection more than ever with African culture and
yeah,
music in general.
yeah. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
agree with you there. Like I second that. I think a lot of people get caught up in like what's happening in their life right now. They don't really look back, you know. When we look at it, like hip hop culture has influenced the world, and then African culture and like dancehall elements, like so dancehall has influenced hip hop heavily, and then you go back and it's like African culture has influenced that. So it just goes back and forth, and we just keep influencing each other.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nothing you can listen to that doesn't have some type of hip hop, African-esque,
Yeah,
Africana, you
yeah,
know what I mean? It has to
yeah,
have that in there at some point because that's where music originated. To me, that's what I feel like. I don't care what nobody
yeah,
says.
yeah.
Music originated in Africa, y'all. Are y'all listening? Y'all got about to learn something today. Music originated in Africa. Please believe me.
Nah, 100, 100. Like, I mean, as you say, we all came from there. That's a whole other topic, but for real, if you think about it, it's like, dude, that beating of the drum is kind of like percussion has shaped the world. Like, whether we like it or not, that's what's given us the dancing element to music, you know. And there you go. If you look back at it, it's like drums have been there from the beginning of time.
Exactly, and it started in that same place, man. I mean, if you want to talk your shit, man, you can, because hey, this is definitely the platform for it, because we don't have no censors on Put It Like This podcast. Please believe me. Yeah, man.
100, 100.
100.
We keep it 100. Like I can't even, like, I can't hate when I look at culture right now and how it's evolved. Like, I'm just happy that Africa has hit the point where people are actually paying homage and they're paying tribute, because I think that before people would bite from the continent and not give it any credit, and that's happened for too long. So now you have a bunch of artists that are kind of just like blazing the way that
Mhm.
it's impossible. Like, it's like everyone's like, yeah, and now they have to go to those artists because whether they like it or not, like Beyonce just done that album, the Lion King one,
Yeah, yeah.
and yeah, people were hyping it like, yeah, man, she's really opening the door for a lot of African acts. I was like, you don't understand. Those people don't need Beyonce. Like, the people she's featuring, they are big, they're huge. Like they were selling out shows that are
Hmm.
just as big as what she's doing in
Hmm.
Africa.
Hmm.
So you can't really say that she's introducing them to the world. No, she's
Right.
introducing them to your
Yeah,
world.
exactly.
these guys run their thing. You know what I mean? They run their
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, they kill me with that though, because like, you can't, just because it's not from here, that doesn't mean you're introducing it to the world. The world, like you said, the world already has their stars. There's stars that sell out, just like you said, just like she does, on maybe even a bigger scale, because there's more people, and
Yeah,
there's more people willing to spend the money to go see them. So, as far as America, yeah, you are, and then she is an international star, but
she's
I mean,
huge. Yeah,
yeah,
but
but you
still,
can't, but you
you
can't,
can't. Yeah,
you can't take credit. You can't take credit
nah,
for that.
nah, nah.
Nah.
They had already put the work in. They had already done the mileage. And they were happy to work with her because of who she is. Like, she's a queen in her own right, as you said. But I would never go and say, "Oh, they introduced Beyonce to the African." No, she had done her thing. Like,
That would make sense. Like, come
what
on now.
what the fuck you talking
Yeah,
about?
what the fuck?
Like,
What the fuck are you talking about? Like, bitch, we already knew who that was. You ain't like telling somebody, "Oh, we just found Michael Jackson. We just found out who he was. We made Michael Jackson cool." Really? No, that motherfucker was already cool wherever he was. You know what I mean? And then he ended up becoming international, but it wasn't off
yeah,
the back of
yeah.
nobody else. So
No,
and
no,
and
no.
then and on that same note, Beyonce has a lot of credit to give, and a lot of other artists, not just Beyonce. They have a lot of credit to give to African culture, because a
Yeah,
lot of their dance moves, a lot of the stuff that they do comes from, and they bit off of African culture and brought it over to America, because I gotta be honest, Americans are kind of ignorant to a lot of stuff. I'm
yeah.
I'm sure you're not surprised, but
No, no.
Americans are ignorant to a lot of stuff. So, a lot of stuff that was actually already popping, we just finally get it and we say, "Oh, yeah, we made it cool." But that's not the case in all of and every time.
No, I mean, like, when I look at it, when you look at people like Cool Herc, if we wanted to go back and stuff to hip hop segments, yeah, they were and there still is Americans that make things cool. But that's not everything cool comes from America. That doesn't work that way anymore, you know? You've
Exactly.
got so many influences now. Like, the world is an open book.
Yep.
Everybody's in touch with everybody.
Yep.
I don't need to tune into America to know what's popping in like Mexico. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to anymore. Like, before, we'd go to America, and that's what I'm saying is we would go to America because they
Mhm.
were marketing what they had.
Right.
So all the artists that I grew up on, the reason why I grew up on them is because America was pushing
Pushing
this
it
stuff out like
to
that.
everybody.
Yeah. There was no other distribution chain. If you wanted to be, even if you go back 20 years, if you wanted to be a major artist, you could not do that off your own back. You needed a label.
Yeah, you
You
did.
come to now, current times now, we don't
Nah,
need anybody.
nah. Technology. I mean, I think technology had a big part in that. Well, I know technology had a big part in that because now you cut out the middleman. You don't need Sam Goody or whatever record store that you went to. You know, I mean, people still buy
Yeah,
vinyls, of course. You got your real
yeah,
hip hop
yeah,
heads that buy
yeah,
vinyls or real
yeah,
music people, but
yeah.
you don't need them. You don't need them anymore. Just like your music. You know what I mean? You push your music. It's all the way over here. You know what I mean? But you didn't need nobody to back you in order for that to happen, right?
Nope, you back yourself. Yeah,
That's it. Because I
yeah.
know your music and I'm in America. So hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
make a you
yeah.
make a good point. You make a real good point, brother. Speaking
Thank you,
of,
man.
man, speaking of that, man, so I know that you I'm sure everybody knows the show Big Brother. So
Yeah,
you were on the show Big Brother Africa, right?
yeah.
So I know how messy it can get on reality TV. Did you get caught up in any of the bullshit outside or after the show? Like, it,
Funny enough, if I'll be honest with you, when I was on the show, I was so focused, man. I was on a season called Hot Shots, and it's all about entertainment. So we
okay,
were like every week without fail, we were producing a short play or a full play or putting together music videos, recording tracks. Like it was just very creative, and I was in my element, you know. So while there were people on the show trying to win money,
mm-hmm,
I was on the show kind of just showcasing me. For the
mm,
first time in my life, I had a
mm,
platform, right?
yeah,
And I could just do me.
okay,
And it's like, even like now, okay, this year I'm releasing a song every week. You know, people are like, what? How are you doing that? I'm like, yeah, that because that's me. That's
mm-hmm,
how I operate. That's how I function. I'm a
mm-hmm.
creative person. If I'm not creating, then I'm screwed. Like I don't know what else to do. You know, like so I was on the show where it gave me the platform to have like millions of people watching me as I was creating, and that just kind of kept me focused. So on the show, yeah, I got into a few arguments here and there. Yeah, I showered naked. It's like I done nothing out the ordinary. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like
Right.
I may have been quite boring to watch most of the time, but
Mm-hmm,
to the creative, the person that actually creates stuff, watching
mm-hmm,
me,
mm-hmm,
that must have been like really like wow, okay, cool. Either you're seeing yourself, you're seeing a reflection of yourself, or
mm-hmm.
you're seeing like yourself in the future. Like, oh, cool. I want to be able to create like that on
Right.
that scale where I can do everything. Like
Mm-hmm.
I was on when it came to directing the plays, I was at the forefront. When it came to directing the movie stuff, I was at the forefront. When it came to like just everything, because I've been doing it for so long, it's like over 20 years experience in entertainment. It's hard to compete with. Yeah.
Definitely hard to compete with 20 years. 20 years in the game. I mean, that's a lot of time to mold everything the way that you want it and actually get your
Yeah.
sound and your cadences and all that good
Yeah.
stuff going, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I dig your music, bro. I really do. I dig your music. I really like
Bless.
the video you have where oh man, I forget the name of the song. Man, it's where the kids are playing. They're
Oh,
dancing.
original.
The kids original. Yeah,
Yeah.
the kids are dancing. I'm like, yo, that's hot right there. I really like. And then the track is crazy. That track is
Bless, man.
crazy, man. That is
Bless.
crazy, bro. I was like, yo, had me dancing. Like I'm dancing while I'm watching. I catch myself like, oh shit, I'm dancing and shit. I didn't even realize I was dancing. Just getting it in, bro. I was,
Yeah,
oh
man.
man.
Yeah, funny story about original.
Uh-huh.
Original basically, when we put the track together, it's produced by my boy Saint Louis, and he was funny enough. He was speaking to Cool and Dre in the States
Oh
about
man.
how we're gonna launch myself to get
Mm-hmm.
me in the States kind of working.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I'm not ready for that. And he was like, what you mean? I was just like, I'm not yet on the level that I know I need to be at in order for me to actually do that opportunity justice. So talking about it from that perspective, I was like, but I felt like there was a gap, like I wasn't doing enough on the continent. And I spoke to a friend, and there's these group of kids that were kind of just trying to be in entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm going to shoot a video. I'll speak to their parents and
Mm-hmm.
sign up for release forms.
Mm-hmm.
But how's about we give these kids an opportunity to just enjoy themselves and showcase what they do,
Right.
and they can be, because they always want to be on TV, so they could watch themselves on TV.
On
So I
TV.
got that played on national TV, basically in Zambia.
Oh man.
So these kids got to watch themselves on TV. So it's
That's
almost like,
hot.
oh yeah, like yeah, you get to cross over. Like you're, like yeah, people say that you're from the hood, you're from the ghetto, you're not gonna get out of it. But
Uh-huh.
like yeah, you will. Like just keep believing in what you're doing and keep pushing. So that was kind of like how
That's cool.
original stepped into that realm of doing the video that way.
That's so cool, bro. And y'all gotta check that video out. The song is called Original, right? That's the name of the song. Y'all need to go check that
Yeah.
out, bro, because that video is fire. And and the little kids that's on there, you could tell they're having a good time. Like, and
Yeah.
then I like the way that you put that together, because a lot of kids do feel like that. They feel like, oh, I'm here. I gotta sell drugs. I gotta be a gunman. I gotta be this and that in order to get out of here. But that shows them that, look, just keep on striving towards what you want. You can get it, bro. You know,
Yeah.
they ended up being in a video. Not only was it shown in their country, it was shown
It's
in
been
so
shown
many
all over.
all
Yeah.
over, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that's love, man.
Yeah.
That's love, bro. I like that shit. That's the shit to get me hyped, man. What? Ooh, ooh, for real, man. Straight up, bro. Damn, man. So, I mean, that was the final season, wasn't it? That was the final. You were on the last season of
The
Big
last
Brother.
season of Big Brother Africa. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So you took it out with a bang, like.
It was good, man. It's a great experience. Like to people that look down on reality show stars or whatever you want to call them. Like I don't class myself as that because I didn't do what most of them do. Like
What they?
I can't,
Yeah,
no, I
yeah,
can't keep up with that.
yeah.
I take my hat off, man. It takes energy, man. It takes a lot of energy to be that person that's constantly like pushing and putting yourself out there and stuff. Like, bro, bro,
Mm-mm.
that is hard. Like I can't do that. Like I'm an artist. I love to do my music videos. I love to have my like my talks with my people. I love that. When you talk to me now about being in the public and yo, I have to wear this brand and I have to do this thing and I have to be on this red carpet. I'm
Hmm.
like, yo, man.
That's a
Okay,
lot.
cool. I'll try. But yeah, it's too much for me, man.
It's a
I
lot.
love to create, man. Put me on set. Put me on set for 8 months, eating one meal a day. I can do that. Tell me to go to award shows. I'm like, oh damn.
Oh man, the Grammys again. Oh man, damn. Hey, but that's why a lot of people feel the same way you do. As far as like artists, they don't. A
Yeah,
lot of artists don't show up to these award shows because of the pressure. It's a lot of pressure to show up. You got to look a certain way. They take your pictures, and now they're talking about you in tabloids. It's a lot, man.
it's a lot of fake smiles, man. Like for me, that's what I hate about that life. Is it's really fake. I hate this. Like I hate to break it to you. A lot of the people that you see on TV are really fake, and this isn't me calling out people. That's
Hmm.
not what I'm trying to do. I'm just saying, like, they're not living the way they look.
Hmm.
And I mean, that's what social media has done. Is it's made us all showcase this lifestyle that we're not living. And I'm like, yeah, it's hard for me to do. Like, I really like when I push. I want people to see me push from where I'm at. And sometimes being honest about how you're doing isn't good. Like, I'll be honest with you right now, as a brother, like, or anyone listening to this, like,
Yeah,
sometimes you have to hide certain parts of your life from people.
yeah, yeah,
Whether you like it or not, I get it now. I didn't understand it before. I thought, oh, well, I'm an open book, you
yeah,
know, it
yeah.
is what it is. But nah, man, people don't care
Nah,
about that.
nah. They want that smoke and mirrors. They
Oh
It
yeah,
seems like they prefer the smoke and mirrors over reality. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because
Yeah.
like you said, reality, even though they call it reality TV, it takes a lot more energy than reality does
Yeah.
to bring about all this other stuff and try to make it itself, to make it seem more sexy to
Yeah.
everybody. Just make it
Yeah.
seem like, oh, I got it going on, I got this going on, that going on, instead of, the way you move, you got it. However, I don't know if you got a team working with you or whatever, but the way you move, you got it, because you move in silence, bro. You pop up just like you got a song that's premiering, you know what I mean? But that, you know what I mean, you just pop up with a
Pop
song
up,
and
bang.
yeah, hey, what's
I'm
up?
here.
Remember me, motherfucker? Yeah, bitch. I'm back. I'm back.
Rick James.
I'm Rick James, bitch. I'm back. It's a celebration. Straight up, man. I like how you move though, bro. Like you move accordingly. I mean to your swag, your stilo, So
Yeah.
I got to give you much props to that too, because you don't really fall into that. Even though you were on the reality TV show, you don't fall into that reality TV show star category, and that's for good reason. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because you
Yeah.
move right. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
As I said, like it's something that I looked at like as I said, I'm inspired by Motown, and I looked at people like even the names you put forward, like Chris Brown, Neil, like Schaefer, Neil, when he was starting out, man, like he had to go around in circles. Like I remember he was part of this boy band singing in Las Vegas, and it never
Mm-hmm.
really took off.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went into songwriting deep, and he finally like made the cut. And this is what I mean about when some of these people showcase their lives and the
Mm-hmm.
way they're living. It's like they actually are living that way,
Mm-hmm.
and that's fine. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you are making that type of money, if you are moving that way, it's
Mm-hmm.
cool to just flaunt it. But
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, if you want to live that way, that's the key. Like for me, that's what I try and showcase in my social media, is I try and open up the book and say, well, hey, if you want to make so much, then this is how much work you have to put out if you're doing what I do. It's not about me saying, yeah, 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 man, check on my Rolex. It's like, how did I get that Rolex? You know, it's like, what's the business behind it? Like,
Right.
people that look at me, they're like, how come you don't really wear jewelry that much? And it's like, yeah, I'll wear jewelry in videos now.
Mm-hmm.
But before, I wasn't even looking at that because I couldn't afford it. So it was
Mm.
like, why should I put on stuff that I can't afford?
Real
It's like
talk.
I can make what I have look good. So
Real
I'm gonna
talk.
wear what I wear, and I'm gonna wear it well. And that's what the hood's like. Let's be honest. When you
Yeah.
coming from a hood, when you coming from a ghetto,
Yeah.
like there's people that are earning millions and they still ain't got the swag that you got.
Mm-mm.
You see what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like, actually, if I'm coming from where I'm coming from, then let me showcase what I have to offer, so that when people look at me, they like, rah, I can wear that.
Yeah. I can do that. I could look like this successful singer songwriter. I can look like this guy. You know what I mean? Like all I got to do is get swagged out, put my clothes on, and that's good enough. Because I'm not a big jewelry guy either. I think,
Yeah.
bro, I brought one chain, and that's all I own is one chain, and I only bring it out every now and again. Other than that, and I got a bracelet. That's it. A chain and a bracelet that I bought, and I don't have any other jewelry besides that. Maybe a fucking Apple Watch or some shit, and that's not even considered jewelry. You know what I mean? Like I'm not a big jewelry dude either, because I feel like
I got my Apple
I
Watch.
got my Apple
Yo.
Watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like that. I feel like clothes make the man. You wear your clothes, you wear whatever you feel makes you feel good. Whatever makes
Good.
you feel
Yeah.
good, that's what you
Yeah.
put on. That's what you
Yeah.
flaunt. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. And when things are out of your league, what actually happens is, like, they end up wearing you in a way. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like that guy that walks into a room in a pair of like pressed pants, and he's looked at like the night before he's done his stuff up, and then that guy that walks in and he's got like the latest sneakers on with the
Mm-hmm.
latest jeans and the
Mm-hmm.
latest thing and the latest thing, and people won't take that guy serious, but the guy that's like ironed his clothes and looks smart, they're like, rah, this guy actually showed up. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas some people just they overdo things. They think that's the way, the world will go, oh yeah, oh you're wearing the freshest J's. It's like, bro, like no, it doesn't work like that. Are you keeping those J's? Like, are you looking after your stuff? Because if you look after your stuff, then I can trust you with my business. That's
Mm-hmm.
how it works. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm into the music business. When I'm
Right.
hiring people to be on the team, I'm looking at, oh, do you look after your shit? Oh,
Mm.
cool. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
fuck with you. But
Yeah.
like most people, they just think, oh well, I just go into the store and I buy another one. It's like, then nah, you're not the right person for the job because you don't
No.
even know how to take care of the shit you have.
Exactly. And some of that shit is ugly, to be honest with you. Just because it's Dolce and Gabbana, that don't mean it looks good,
Nah,
bitch. You just got on Dolce and ugly ass Dolce and Gabbana t-shirt or whatever the fuck. Like you
that's
just
real.
you spend a
Real
thousand
talk.
dollars for an ugly ass fucking t-shirt or whatever else it is. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the name brand. That's all. None of
Yeah,
that shit is really
yeah.
important. People need to get a hold
Get
of that,
past that.
man. They need to get
Yeah,
past that. It's this
yeah.
brother here from America. Um I'm not gonna say his name, but I'll say his brand. His brand is vultures. And
Okay.
those shits are hot. You gotta check them out. Look for vultures. And
Vultures.
it's not a big name brand, but it's a black owned business where he has some hot shoes. Like them shits are actually hot. Like they look good. I would probably buy them before I buy some Jordans, some J's or something. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
But
yeah.
people not really paying that no attention because they're more focused on the Yeezys and what's popular, what's popping right now, you know. And that's really
Yeah.
not really what's important. It's about how you carry yourself. You know what I mean? You can have no matter what you have on, straight up.
Vultures. I'm putting that down because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna.
yeah. Look that up, man. Vultures, man. The shits. They are hot, and it's called the company is called Somewhere in America. It's Size SAI is the name of the company. Size Somewhere in America, and yo, the shits are hot. I ain't even getting paid for this, and I'm telling you about this because I mean they are really. I mean they are some hot ass shoes. You know?
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
man.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
but
Thanks for that. Thanks for
yeah.
putting that on.
Yeah, no problem, bro. Hey, speaking of, we was talking about Big Brother and getting into some shit. I want to get on to a subject. I don't know if you know too much about this subject, but I'm gonna get on it anyway. Uh we was talking about getting in some drama and stuff like that. So what's going on with Kimbo Mohadi? You know what I'm saying? He stepped down as the VP of Zimbabwe for trying to fuck everything. You know what I'm saying? I can't blame him though. I can't blame him though, because I've seen African women and I'll probably be trying to do the same thing, bro. Going, woo, sheesh. Like, but
Bro,
you in that if
bro,
if you in that spot, you can't be trying to fuck everything though, bro. You gotta calm down. Now, artists like you can probably get away with something like that, but you're not the vice president of Zimbabwe. You know what I'm saying?
bro. Hey, listen, the president of America has done it before. Check out Bill Clinton. I'm just saying.
You better believe it.
So, so, so let's put it this way: some men just can't control themselves. That's just the way the world is. You know, politics is also a dirty game. Like these guys will expose you. They'll put them like half of those women were probably paid to go and do what they done. You know,
Probably.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying is politics is a dirty game. It's something that I had to stay away from. Like I left Zimbabwe because of politics. If we were to talk politics,
Mm-hmm.
that's one of the reasons why I left Zimbabwe. Is one opportunities for the youth. They there's none. You know, and I was speaking to Robert Mugabe's his cabinet at the time
Mm-hmm.
when I
Mm-hmm.
just come out of Big Brother, and I was like, "Yo, I want to know what the plan is because I'm a youth and I want to be able to help this country move forward
Mm-hmm.
and make kids see that there is opportunity, even though we're missing it. So could you tell me what the plan is?" And the saddest thing is, I was told to stop talking about certain things,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't take it as they had no plan. I just took it as, okay, fine. Like, listen, man, we're doing what we need to do, and this is just thinking. But really, what I was trying to do is I was trying to contribute to the country. You know, I was trying to
Right.
pull things out, like pull the rabbit out the hat and be like, yo, there's still opportunity in this place.
Right.
The truth is, as we can see with most places right now, any governance that like follows the Western culture is struggling. So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
I mean, it's facts. That's facts right there. That's not even that's not even a opinion. That is facts, 100% facts, bro. You ain't lying. You know what I mean? But hey, would you have stepped down though? Would you have stepped down? I don't think I would have. You know, because you got so much power. You got so much stuff going on. You know, it's like if you're actually doing something for the right reasons, if you're doing it for the good of people. Now, I wouldn't have been trying to fuck people wives like he did. I wouldn't have been doing all that crazy shit. Like, you know, I've been trying to, catch little, I mean, catch the little chick that's hanging out, in the office or whatever. She went like kind of like Bill Clinton did. He got the chick that was hanging out. Oh, this is secretary, whatever. But I mean, in that point where you got so much power, say like, all right, say you got to Jay-Z status, right?
Yeah.
In your music career. And that's a perfect example because he went through the same thing. You get the Jay-Z status in your music career and you're married to Beyonce. You know what I mean? And I know there's chicks. This chick's coming at you right now. I know chicks coming at you right now. And you're not even at Jay-Z level right yet. You know what I mean? So imagine if you were at that level and chicks are throwing themselves at you. Like, what can you do about that?
I don't know. I'm a little bit more of a J. Cole kind of guy. Like
my dude. That's my nigga right there. What?
Yeah. Like,
that's what I'm talking about.
It's hard for me to say. Like, I'm a guy. I get it. Like, guys are weak, and relationships are people. Relationships ain't. It's like life. It's never ever flat. It's not like, oh, we good. That's it. It's like today we good, tomorrow we great, the next day, who knows?
Who knows?
And I've had quite a tough relationship. I've got 2 kids.
Okay.
With my partner, and the same thing you're talking about is, you have women throwing themselves at you left, right, and center, but then I've got to focus, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm aiming to be bigger than what most of these people have done. Like you mentioned in Jigga, and I'm like, that's kind of like what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to surpass such
exactly.
In terms of business. If I get to live up to 50, I want people to be like, that's that African dude that literally changed the game. Like, I don't want to be the next pop star that gets ripped off by the label. I want to basically own the labels, and then whatever is next in the music industry, I would like to become that guy. But if I got to that level and I end up messing around, then I've just lost focus. Like, you talk about Jay-Z, what Jay-Z went through, I don't even think that was close to what about if you think about it. Like, it became a thing. Like, Beyonce and them, like, their campaign, like, for that just literally just made them relevant.
It did skyrocket. I mean, their business just after that, everything they did was before that. Of course, everything they did was good, but I mean, it was good. But after that, oh man, whole nother level.
I'm looking for Becky with the good hair. Where she at? Becky, call me. You just changed my life.
Straight up, man. That's what I'm talking about for real, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. So this is a time where you do plugs, man. Do you have anything that you want to plug? I know you have that single that's premiering soon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is there anything that you want to plug and let the people know about?
Well, right now, I'm releasing a track every week. I've been doing so from December all the way up to present. And I'm gonna try and do it for the year. So people, please just make sure you're listening to the music. Make sure you're following on all the social platforms. Jerome Arab, you could find me. Like, it's easy. And like, just keep supporting. For me, those comments on YouTube, adding me to your playlist on Spotify, listening to my stuff on iTunes, Amazon, whatever you on, like, that helps, because slowly but surely, I know we'll go from 2,000 listeners to 20,000 listeners, and it's just everybody helping out and checking out stuff. And as for ATL, because that's where you at right now,
yes,
like,
sir.
I got something coming for you. Like, trust me, man. I got a track called Baghdad that drops in should be April. Yeah, it's coming off it's coming off the EP called Change Please. So you can pre-order that as well. Change Please.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, I got the bag from Baghdad. I got the bag
Yeah.
from Baghdad. I got the bag from
Ah.
Baghdad. I got the bag from
Ah.
Baghdad. I
Ah.
got something for you guys.
Oh man, I can't wait for that, bro. I cannot wait for that. I told you I love your music, man. Your shit
Bless,
is
man.
fire. Like if y'all don't know Jerome Arab, y'all gonna know this motherfucker in very short time. Trust me
Thank
when
you.
I tell you. For real, man. Hey, yo, I want to thank you again, bro, for coming on and spending your time with us, bro, and spitting that knowledge to these people, letting them know what's up.
Man, man, it's all love. Every day of the week is all love, man. And I'll always keep you updated, bro. And yeah, man, you keep me updated. Let me know whatever you need. You know I got you.
Please do, man, because I damn sure want to stay updated on what's going on, man. I'm already subscribed, so every time you drop, I'm a hit. Hey, and we might I'm supposed to be having the podcast website page up soon, y'all. So we might actually I might can bless y'all with some Jerome Arab music, but possibly I might have some of that put up on there. It'll be and also have the links under this episode so y'all can get in touch with him and get his music and all that good shit, man. Y'all need to get in touch with this
Yes,
guy. Y'all
man.
need to make sure y'all listen out for Jerome Arab. But you already know you've been listening to the Put It Like This podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Pandora, iHeart, YouTube, and other popular streaming platforms with your host, Wildcard Spades. And I'd like to give another big thank you to my guest, Jerome JJ Arab, for hanging out with us today all the way from the UK. You already know, man. And thank everybody else for listening. All y'all listeners, thank y'all for listening and supporting the movement. But until next time, y'all already know what it is. Yeah. We did it again. On Put It Like This.
Wouldn't have it any other way. Whole squad lit here, we really on the way. We the reason why your main bitch going in my specializing flexing on the haters every day. And I wouldn't
Oh my
have it any other
goodness.
way.
We had Jerome Arab on here today, man. Y'all better act like y'all know. We got more guests. We got more knowledge. We got more content. Stay tuned.